Hi, welcome. I'm Mary Peichel. This is Magic and Miracles, and I wanted to share a meditation with you today on the show. But I wanted to give you a little bit of background on this meditation first. This meditation divinely came to me on New Year's Eve, and it had been kind of a crazy week with Christmas and lots of things going on, and I didn't really have a full practice. And when I say full practice, I mean really sitting and meditating every day. I was using my mindfulness practices, my mantras, my intentions, my prayers, but I hadn't really sat, and I was feeling really out of balance and just kind of moody. And that's my cue for me when I start to get moody, that I know I really need to make an effort to get back to my practice regularly. And I really didn't have a lot of time. I just kind of noticed that I was feeling a little bit moody. My New Year's Eve guests were arriving in 10 minutes, and it just sort of came to me that I need to sit and meditate. My husband was in the shower, my daughter was sleeping, I was all ready, and I sat on my couch and I closed my eyes. And I didn't really have any preparation for this meditation. Lots of times I'll do a reading and I'll have an intention. I will have journaled before my meditation practice. So I'm sort of aware of what's up and what my intentions are and what I'm bringing. And this one was just a little bit more, I'm going to sit and I'm going to open myself up and just receive. And when I did that, I was guided divinely, I feel, to a specific experience, a specific meditation that I'm going to share with you today. And something interesting happened to me during this meditation. And this particular experience has happened to me before. And the first time it happened was during Reiki with my teacher, Jeanette Defoe. And I would experience this a lot in the early years of receiving Reiki and training as a Reiki teacher or Reiki healer. And I would be laying on the table, my eyes closed, deeply relaxed, and I would feel as if I were physically being bent in half or being hung upside down. So much so I'd have to open my eyes on the table to make sure that I still physically had a body and that I was laying flat on the table. And Jeanette would explain to me that this was me experiencing energy. And I had later on felt this same experience during acupuncture and sometimes in meditation, but I hadn't felt it in a really long time. And when I sat down to do this meditation on New Year's Eve, I had that experience. And my intuition, what I was getting was that I was just being regrounded. I was being shown that when we sit in meditation, we are being realigned. We are being connected above. We are being connected below. We are being grounded to the earth, being connected to heaven and divine guidance, divine support. We're being connected to our heart where we can access love, and we're being connected to our psychic and intuitive centers. And in order to really experience the effects of this connection, we need to be brought into an alignment. And that is what I believe happened during this meditation. So I'm going to share this meditation with you today, and it is guided. There's going to be a little bit of music. I just want to give you guys some pointers on meditation. I'm sure lots of you are really seasoned, but remember that even though this is going to be guided, if you're having trouble following anything that I am saying or visualizing anything that I might guide you to visualize, it's okay. It's just the intention that matters. So hold the intention behind the practice. You don't actually have to see it. So you don't have to get into the struggle. And the ego inserts itself. So anytime during this meditation or any meditation that you become distracted, that's just your ego doing its job, right? The ego is here to keep us detached. It's what gives me this experience of Mary. It's what I dropped into to become human, and its job is to keep us in this human experience. So just know that your ego is autonomic. It has a function and a purpose. There's so much more to the ego, but we can't really get into it in this podcast. But just for the understanding of how the ego works in meditation, when you become aware that you're judging or you're in a story, that's okay. Meditation is the practice of choosing the lane that you want to be in. It's the practice of coming back to center in the midst of chaos. So you can actually use what the ego is serving you during a meditation practice to bring yourself back to present. So the minute you become aware that you're judging or thinking about the dishes, or that you haven't been paying attention to my voice, that's okay. The minute you become aware, that is when you get to choose. That is what in mindfulness we call free will. That is, in A Course in Miracles, what the miracle is. It's when we become aware, what do we then choose? So anytime in your meditation, when you become aware that maybe you have trailed off, you can take a breath and bring yourself back to center. And that is really, really powerful. It's training your brain, which is affecting your central nervous system. You are choosing a different response in the face of a habit, habitual avoidance, habitual distraction. So this is actually the practice or the exercise of meditation, right? Every time the ego comes in, we choose to come back to center. And this is what's retraining our brain and our body so that we can have a different experience. So it's actually wonderful, right? The ego is a horrible master, but a wonderful servant. So we can use it. We don't have to beat ourselves up during meditation because we can't focus or concentrate. And I can't tell you how many times I've had clients say to me, I'm just too anxious to meditate. I just can't. So the practice of meditation is using what is present for us to bring us back to center, to garner that miracle so that we can begin to have more enlightened experiences and cultivate the practice of peace in our life. So get into a comfortable position. You want to kind of keep a good distance between your shoulders and your jawline. So relax your shoulders down, open your chest, sitting maybe cross-legged or with your feet flat on the ground. You can bring your hands over your heart or lay them palms up on your lap and just come into the present moment. We come to our presence through being present in the present moment, and our presence is our truth, it's our peace, it's all the wisdom of the universe, right? So just close your eyes. And to get centered, bring your mind, your awareness to your breath. Allow your breath and the awareness of your breath to be the tool that anchors you into the present. And with each in-breath, begin to open to your presence, to holy space. And on the exhalation, just releasing resistance. Resistance to love, to truth, to God. Breathing in, opening to receiving all the divine wisdom of the universe, awakening the universe within you, receiving God into each cell of your body. And on the exhalation, just releasing resistance to love. Expanding your awareness now to your physical body. Experiencing your physical body receiving breath and releasing breath. Just noticing where you're at, how much tension, how easy is it for the breath to flow? Is it constricted? And just allowing for yourself to be wherever you are, just noticing. On the exhalation, just be willing to release resistance to peace. As you become more present, as you allow for your presence to emerge through this practice, each cell in your body begins to radiate with the most beautiful golden white light. With each in-breath, your cells receive this light deeper and deeper. Your cells begin to radiate brighter and brighter. This light is the wisdom of the universe. It is the peace and love of God. It is the light that you ultimately are. It is healing, it is love, it is guidance, it is wisdom, it is prosperity. And with each breath in, you just allow yourself on a cellular level to receive more and more of the peace and light of God, the wisdom and love of the universe. And you notice that on the exhalations, it's easier to release resistance. Your physical body is feeling calmer. Your mind is more at ease. Just being and allowing. And in this space, on the cellular level, every cell is rearranging and is vibrating with the frequency of the peace and light and wellness of God. And the light shining in the billions of cells that you are begins to radiate within you, around you, into your energetic field, until there's just you in the experience of the light. I'm going to hold the mantra for a moment. The peace of God is shining in me now. Be in the awareness of this light, the experience of this light. Breathing in, the peace of God is shining in me now. Breathing out, I'm willing to release resistance to knowing the peace of God. Just allowing for whatever the experience has for you. Just being aware of what you're present with in the light. What is up for you? Whatever comes to mind, know that it's being held in the light and the peace of the universe. Give it over into the light, over to divine wisdom, to divine solutions, to divine healing. Your only function is to be in the light and peace of God. I am the light and peace of the world. Bring your awareness into your heart center and just noticing the tenderness of your heart, noticing the peace, the presence of eternal love. Breathing into the heart space. The heart space is a beautiful emerald green and a ruby pink just above. Connecting to your truth in the heart, connecting to the truth of all whom you know, connecting to the truth of the whole world. Just being aware of any shifts that you might experience when you connect to your heart. Observing any reactions. Honoring the love that you are. Honoring the knowing that we are all the same love. Shifting your awareness, bringing your sight with your eyes closed just to the middle of your forehead, your third eye. Opening to seeing beyond the physical, seeing beyond mental constructs and stories, connecting to the knowing, divine wisdom of the universe. And as you breathe into the space of your third eye, which is the color of indigo, it expands and grows, connecting you to all the wisdom of the universe. Expanding your awareness now beyond the physical body. Holding the awareness of the physical body, the peace and the light of God, the love in your heart, and your ability to see all you need to see. Expand your awareness to beyond what you know, beyond what you can perceive, sitting with your being and your experience in the entire universe. Just being and breathing. And allowing. In complete connection and non-resistance. Just allow for the divine plan, divine wisdom and love of the universe to guide and heal you. This is happening on both the conscious, physical, subconscious, energetic, and spiritual planes. And give over into this space anything that you're ready to release. And call in anything that you are ready and willing to receive. knowing that this is holy space and only prayers brought into holy space are answered. That you are the holy space that you seek. Honoring the sacredness in your connection with your truth. Just bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart and bowing your head. I recognize and honor that I am the light, that the peace of God is shining in me always. And I extend this sight to all whom I come across and in all that I experience. Namaste.